Today, we're diving deep into the world of AI prompt engineering. This field is absolutely blowing up right now, and for good reason. It's where the creativity of human language meets the power of artificial intelligence. Whether you're a tech enthusiast who loves exploring the cutting edge, or just someone curious about the future of AI, this guide is your starting point. We're breaking down everything you need to know, from the basics to the advanced techniques that will have you crafting prompts like a pro. Alright, let's kick things off with the foundation. Before you can start writing awesome prompts, you gotta understand what makes these AI tick. We're talking about artificial intelligence, specifically natural language processing or NLP. This is how AI understands and interacts with human language. Think of it like teaching a computer to not just read words but actually grasp their meaning, context, and even the emotions behind them. Don't worry, you don't need to be a coding wizard to get this. There are tons of resources out there that break down NLP in a way that's easy to understand. One of my favorites is DataCamp's guide on becoming a prompt engineer. They do a fantastic job of explaining the core concepts and even give you practical steps to start mastering NLP yourself. Trust me, once you grasp these fundamentals, the world of prompt engineering becomes way less intimidating and way more exciting. Okay, so you've got the basics down, now it's time to get your hands dirty with some actual AI tools. There are some incredible platforms out there that make it super easy to jump right in. First up, check out ChatGPT by OpenAI and Google's Bard. These are like the playgrounds of the AI world. It's the best way to get a feel for how these language models operate. For those ready to dive into code, Anaconda is your new best friend. It's a package manager that makes it simple to set up your coding environment, especially for Python. And when it comes to writing and running your code, Jupyter notebooks are a game changer. Now, here's the real secret sauce: LangChain. This framework is a must-have for any aspiring prompt engineer. You can find tons of awesome LangChain examples and prompt templates on GitHub. It's a treasure trove of inspiration and practical knowledge. Prompt engineering isn't just about typing a question into a box, it's about crafting that question in a way that elicits the most accurate, creative, and insightful response from the AI. It's like talking to a really smart but slightly literal-minded friend. You gotta know how to phrase things just right. So, let's break down some of the key techniques that will take your prompts to the next level. First up, we've got zero-shot prompting. This is where you're basically asking the AI to perform a task without giving it any specific examples beforehand. It's like testing its ability to generalize and apply its knowledge to new situations. Then there's one-shot prompting, which is exactly what it sounds like. You provide the AI with one single example of the kind of response you're looking for, and it uses that as a guide to complete the task. But my personal favorite is chain-of-thought prompting. This technique is all about encouraging the AI to think aloud before giving its final answer. You're essentially prompting it to break down its reasoning process step by step, which often leads to more accurate and nuanced results. It's like peeking into the AI's brain and understanding how it arrives at its conclusions. If you want to really master these techniques and go from beginner to advanced, I highly recommend checking out the Prompt Engineering Guide by learnprompting.org. It's an incredible resource that breaks down everything in a clear and concise way. Okay, I know, enough theory already, right? It's time to put all this knowledge into practice. The best way to become a prompt engineer is to actually, engineer some prompts. This is where the real fun begins. Start by experimenting with different prompts on the platforms we talked about earlier, like ChatGPT or Bard. Don't be afraid to get creative and try out different approaches. See what kind of responses you get when you use zero-shot prompting versus chain-of-thought prompting. For a more structured learning experience, I highly recommend checking out the interactive tutorial offered by Anthropic. They walk you through a series of challenges and exercises that are both fun and educational. But here's the thing. The real magic happens when you start working on your own AI projects. This could be anything from building a simple chatbot to generating creative content or even automating tasks. The possibilities are literally endless. And if you're feeling adventurous, why not contribute to some open-source AI projects? It's an amazing way to learn from others, collaborate with like-minded people, and make a real impact in the field. Oh, and one more thing, don't underestimate the power of community. Jump into Reddit discussions on AI and prompt engineering. You'll be blown away by the insights and advice you'll find from people who are already out there doing amazing things in this field. The world of AI is constantly evolving, which means as a prompt engineer, you've got to be committed to lifelong learning. New tools, techniques, and even entire models are emerging all the time, and you don't want to be left behind. So, how do you stay ahead of the curve? Online courses are your best friend. Platforms like Coursera and DataCamp offer some incredible programs specifically focused on prompt engineering and other related AI skills. They're taught by industry experts and will give you that deep dive you need to really master the latest and greatest. And while you're at it, why not add some certifications to your resume? They're a fantastic way to demonstrate your skills and knowledge to potential employers. Look for courses like Prompt Engineering for Everyone on platforms like CodeSignal. These certifications prove that you're not just keeping up with the AI revolution, but that you're a certified expert in shaping its future. Here's the thing about the AI world, it's not just about what you know, it's also about who you know. Building a strong network is absolutely crucial, especially when you're just starting out. Trust me, finding mentors, collaborators, and just people who get what you're passionate about can make all the difference. So, where do you find these amazing AI folks? Well, the internet, of course. The AI subreddit is a goldmine of information, discussions, and connections. You can ask questions, share your projects, and get feedback from people who are just as passionate about this stuff as you are. And don't forget about social media. Platforms like X, formerly known as Twitter and LinkedIn, are where the real AI thought leaders hang out. Follow them, engage with their content, and don't be afraid to reach out and introduce yourself. You never know where a simple connection might lead. Remember, the AI community is incredibly welcoming and supportive. So put yourself out there, share your work, and don't be afraid to ask for help or advice. Before we wrap things up, we need to talk about something super important: ethics. As a prompt engineer, you have a responsibility to use these powerful tools in a way that benefits society, not harms it. Think about it, you're shaping the output of AI models that could potentially impact millions of people. That's a big deal. One of the biggest challenges in AI is bias. If the data used to train these models is biased, the AI's output will be biased too. And this can have real-world consequences, especially when it comes to things like loan applications, job recommendations, or even criminal justice. As a prompt engineer, you need to be aware of these biases and actively work to mitigate them in your prompts and the data you use. But it's not just about bias. You also need to think about fairness, transparency, and cultural sensitivity. The AI you're helping to create should be inclusive, equitable, and respectful of all users. The good news is there are tons of resources out there to help you navigate these ethical waters. Look for courses on responsible AI development and engage in discussions about AI ethics within the community. The more we talk about these issues, the better equipped we'll be to create AI that is both powerful and ethical. Let's talk about the future. What can you do with prompt engineering? A lot. Demand for skilled prompt engineers is exploding. Companies need people to bridge the gap between humans and AI. Tech giants, healthcare, finance, marketing, all need prompt engineers. No traditional tech background needed, passionate about AI, strong communication skills, willing to learn, you've got what it takes. Companies like Anthropic and OpenAI are hiring. Salaries are impressive. Freelance and consulting opportunities abound. Businesses need experts to harness AI. The future of AI prompt engineering is bright. This is a new field with room for innovation. Who knows what incredible AI applications we'll build together? We've covered a ton of ground today, from the basics of AI and NLP to advanced prompting techniques, ethical considerations, and even career opportunities. Hopefully you're feeling as pumped about the potential of AI prompt engineering as I am. Remember, this field is all about combining your creativity and technical skills to push the boundaries of what's possible with AI. Don't be afraid to experiment, make mistakes, and learn from others. The most important thing is to never stop exploring and never stop learning. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this content, the best way to support me is to like, subscribe, and share this video. You can also buy my Create Your Own Sunshine shirt, hoodie, or sweatshirt on Amazon. Links are in the description. Your purchase means a lot, and helps me keep making content.